Yeah.
This is so sick.
Cool.
Okay, a pretty peaceful Drake take here for Cuz. Like, the timing of the return to the lane is a little bit delayed, so he actually gets away with this. Teddy gets a turret plate. So even though he used his
head, and you can see that Cuz is just, he doesn't want anything to do with Olaf right now. He's not really looking to take trades. He's looking to, okay, that's a nice little hook here onto the Thresh. Lehens with the Flay, looking to turn it around, but level 6 here for the Kaisa. But looking to get this return kill is Bang. One-on-one now. As Bang will take the worst part of this trade, though. He's got to be careful underneath this turret, as he could just get flat.
So close to death that he's had to back several times. He's lost several waves of farm. He's lost 2 turret plates. This is exactly what you want if you're Teddy. Meanwhile, Keen,
he's kind of getting run down in an awkward spot here. He's going to get cast into the wall. Here's the Jarvan. Easy follow-up with the Cataclysm. And Keen is staying alive for a while with the Dominus on 2, but it's not going to be enough. They just think that their bottom lane is too screwed. They're like, well, we can't fight. Like, we're too far behind. Like, let's see. No steal here from Fly.
And that is now 41 CS, 45 CS ahead at the moment. So how do you deal with that?
Bang is also late to this lane. We got a 2-on-2 up here. Great counter gank. Timing comes in here from Dread. And now the Pyke is just left all alone here. He's got nothing. That is a really unfortunate ultimate. Why even use it at that point in time? A double kill now to Dread.
Kind of having better positional advantage here. This could be the beginning of Afreeca starting to pull ahead in terms of where their composition scales. Especially with this.
Love this. Gonna start with the box. Not able to get the Flay off, though. That means that objective, or rather that cooldown is down for this fight now. Afreeca say, let's just run at the dragon and see what happens. And they might just be able to. Let's see how this engage does come down. The ball in a good spot, or at least it was. We have a little bit of a flank coming around the back here. I think that's from Carry.
Yeah, it is.
Looks to be. We get this hook off, and immediately the Gragas is just going to die eventually. Takes them a while, but they get it done. And look at this, just fighting front to back. Afreeca are rolling them in the river and making it look easy. This Drake is absolutely theirs. And man, that is
a Drake, and if T1 engage, they just run at them. And Bang is, you know, he was behind significantly in terms of the CS, which would be with these players, and it just, execution-wise, has not worked out for T1. It's been way better dealt with by Afreeca.
Yeah, and Ori's Xayah in the late game is just gonna be, it's gonna be insane. Like, against this engage they have, Xayah can kind of just laugh at them in many situations. We got a kind of strange 2-on-3 going here. We got the Cataclysm coming in from Cuz. That's a really fed Olaf, though. I don't know if you want to go toe-to-toe with that guy right now, but they do get a bunch
Any sort of position on this Drake. Dread is going to solo it. And again, these are Ocean Drakes that make their comp so much stronger.
Oh boy, here we go again. Cuz is not tanky, by the way, guys. He's got Gore Drinker and a Cowl, okay? So, he's got Blade Steel Caps as well, you know? I don't want to take that away from him, but at the same time, he doesn't have much health build up right now. He's pretty squishy. He gets death sentenced. He's just.
If you back here as T1 too, Afreeca just push mid and they can actually start the Baron themselves fairly soon. Okay, Keen a little out there.
Right. Yeah, they're gonna try to jump onto him, but he does have teammates nearby with a lantern. But let's see. It looks like Lehens just wants to start the fight. He doesn't need any lantern, and this is what happens. Bang immediately comes up. Foes are not able to help out at all. They just flash onto him. He doesn't have flash anymore, because he had to get away from that shockwave. 3 easy kills as the Ocean Drake was being taken by Olaf.
Yeah, solo.
They're just kind of laughing in the face at T1 right now.
Yeah, this is just not even close at this point. And the, you know, we talked about it briefly, but the Ocean Drakes are so strong for the Olaf, for the Renekton as well. When you're trading and getting poked down, so you should be the better team. And if you're worried about that, then we got bigger issues for on the side of T1, and this draft just did not come together.
Yeah. For sure. They had to get ahead, and it was just a couple of unfortunate plays in the early game that got them not ahead. And that's all of that Afreeca needed to just play it really safely and slowly eke out this game. And I love the way they've been playing so far. Nice engage here on the Fly. This is what they need, but big boy Olaf is here to try to protect his mid laner, and Fly is going to survive for now. Finally does get burned down from the Red Smite, probably. As, you know, they get the 1 pick, but at this point, it's kind of too far gone. As Afreeca, with the Baron buff and 3 Ocean Drakes, they will just look to push whatever lane they can find. Doesn't matter who you can pick.
Yeah.
They're just going to immediately be full health.
Ian's like, I'm
right
gonna dodge you
away.
by walking into the base because I have no interest in I have no interest in closer's damage. It does not interest me. My health bar has no fear about that. I'm just gonna get that health right back up. And yeah, pushing in through the top lane, the turret's down. They're just gonna shove through straight in mid. They look for another pick to end the game. And if T1, you know, group up, they just go straight back to the inhibitor.
Absolutely. No hooks, no scatter the weaks. Should be able to get too much damage done here. It is 4-on-4, but again, so they've been taking it pretty slow.
Yeah, and Bang
Have been in a good spot.
Bang being stable in lane, I think was a really big boon for them. As Dread will get caught here, but I don't know if did he get
catching
caught or,
who?
Yeah, exactly.
Who's catching who here, Wolf? It's gonna be kind of just dying. And the Thresh is just getting insane value in this game. You see they're trying to engage onto that back line. Bang still has Featherstorm. Again, who's trapped in here with who is really the question you gotta be asking. Bang doesn't even have to.
He's trying so
Teddy,
hard.
he's trying. Yeah, he's trying. But a double kill
Teleport.
will go the way of the Xayah, and they are just gonna push in and end the game here at about 35 minutes.
Yeah, I think Dread had a phenomenal performance on the Olaf. Bang, you know, he was down on CS, but did not get overwhelmed in lane. Finishes the game with a 5-0-5 scoreline. Phenomenal Xayah performance here against his former team. And that's all there is to it. Hoping for a more standard draft from T1 in game number 2, because this was a total outclassing. Afreeca Freecs instead, which I think is great, giving you a lot of extra lockdown onto an aggressive Pantheon. But yeah, this composition for T1 I feel like is stable in the sense of this all, you know, you're fighting for your spot, you're Teddy, you're like, is Gamusha gonna take my spot? I just don't feel like it can't be overstated.
It's an important point, but we got some points to make up in the top lane. Say Dread, a very fast rotation, and Kana just too far pushed down the lane, just gonna get burned down and taken for first blood.
Disadvantage in the bot side, and Cuz rotates down there as well. With that lane priority, and is gonna be able to pick up the first Drake. So it's not all bad for T1.
Someone down. We'll see how this goes.
The hands.
Oh boy.
No flash.
He might just be dead. Not able to get that aftershock down. And Fly is going to be baited into this one as well. The last auto gets Fly as he is able to dive over. And speaking of Pantheon, we're trying to get on top of Fly. That's a really nice scat of the week, but here comes the burst, and the pain is too much for Fly to handle. No flash avail or Mountain Soul, so that's going to feel pretty nice. Nice engage on Takaria, though, but he is Pantheon at the end of the day, so he's able to just dodge a lot of that damage. Here comes the follow-up, though. Teddy is going to have to try to ult away, but Dread just has too much damage. Kana into that backline now, trying to get onto someone. We see the burst onto Bang, but he's not the majority of their damage right now. Here comes Fly, and he's got a lot to come in here. He did use that ultimate already, but low health bars on the side of T1. You can see Fly desperately trying to take out the Olaf, but he just sticks alive for way too long, and Cuz is able to trade that one out so perfectly, and they will finally ace the side of Afreeca with a great team fight here.
This is a composition that does so well. Trying to join Afreeca
Kana's
Freecs.
kind of in no man's land here. Not sure what he's doing all the way in the enemy jungle. As there's a follow-up from Keen, should be a pretty easy cleanup kill, as that will kind of get Fly back on the board. He was almost 2,000 gold side jungle, and it'll just mean that probably Afreeca is going to have to give another big objective away to the side of T1. I mean, Infernal Drake is just going to do so much for T1's composition. Even the support, in quotes, Pantheon, you know, quote-unquote support. He's going to be benefiting from that as well.
I mean, they get the bot turret, they get the mid turret here with the second Rift Herald, and the Drake is spawning now. Well, they have total control. Kana's going to have teleport, so even though he's backing right now, he will be able to rejoin. His Dread is being very aggressive.
Yeah, and he has the ability to do this. Closer is just going to get dominated 1v1. Even had Keen coming over. Afreeca say, the hell with the Infernal Drake, the hell with the bottom side of the map. We're just going to push top lane and kill solo laners.
Yeah, I mean, it's not an amazing trade, but if you're just going to simply give the Drake up, then it's what you're going to have to do. Is Carrier's coming in.
All right, trying to jump onto Dread here. They might have the damage this time around, and it will be enough. You can see that Keen with this tanky build trying to trade it back, but unfortunately not going to be able to. Takes a while to kill him, and actually the Shuriken misses, so...
Spear misses,
guys.
Void Seeker misses. Keen's like, all right.
He's like, maybe I can kill Carrier here.
He might be able to if Kana messes this up. He's going for it.
He flashed. He's going for this one. It's not going to work out, though, I'd imagine.
Nope.
Okay, finally, they killed him.
Okay. Well, for a time. Maybe you get that rotation, you get that pick on a closer, but otherwise, I mean, he's looking for closer here, but if he just walks away.
Yeah, he's just hunting closer. That's basically what he's doing. Kana has a great flank on the back line. You see that Graves immediately is going to go down, and that's a good trade at this point in time. Kana able to kill the Graves. And it will be a 1-for-2 for now. You can see T1 are looking for more, but do anything here? Yeah, they give away the Infernal Soul, and already the Zoe and all the carries on the side of T1 are way too far ahead. So you can see they're looking for the pick here. They're trying to get on top of Keria. The cask is going to be good, and they do take him out. This is a great team fight as Kana is not here yet. And they're going to try to get on top of Closer. Closer doing insane amounts of damage, but he does have to back away eventually. Looking for it now as well. Kana tries to get in there, but it will not be successful. And just like that, Afreeca are back in the game.
I mean, that was it. That's the hyper-aggressive engage that you need if you're Afreeca Freecs to blow somebody up. On T1, you get that initial kill, and the fight just goes your way. You know, they get the kill onto Keria first, and he buys a little bit of time, but there's just not enough follow-up damage. That was a very well-executed fight for Afreeca Freecs, like kiting on...
Diamond Bang got more kills again. Now he's 3-1-3 all of a sudden. And you see, now he's even getting aggressive. Keria has to flash away. And that is not where you want your Pantheon to be. And now they've caught Closer in the mid lane. They just blow him up. And that is 2 kills now. As the Olaf isn't able to do anything alone, they're just going to look to dive this one. The cask helping out with the damage. A triple kill now for Bang.
A miracle fight here for Kaisa and Akali to turn this one around. And Afreeca just are not even scared. They're not even worried. And this is just another aggressive play from Afreeca, pressing their R button. So like, okay, they need to be.
You can't just sit there, you know.
Yeah, well, they need to be better prepared for these engages, right? They need to be better prepared for
the right time. The one thing that's good for T1 is that Bang did not pick up his Infinity Edge. He's just before it, so that could be a turning point here in this game, as Afreeca are just going to go for the Infernal Drake. You can see here comes the damage from the Zoe. The Drake is going to go the way of Afreeca. They're going to find Keria again. And no support on the side of T1. Everybody's zoned to the top side. This is not the team fight you were looking for, and they find the Zoe and just blow her up immediately. Did she even exist in this fight?
No.
That's the question, as she immediately goes down. 4 kills the way of Afreeca, and Teddy was not able to do anything. Maybe he'll take out Lahens here. But Afreeca don't care. They're pushing to win.
Yeah. I mean, Afreeca is going to push this inhibitor down at very least. 2 minutes until the Baron comes up. The respawn timer is here 20 seconds away. T1 will have an opportunity to defend. This is not going to be game necessarily right away with the 2 dead on the side of Afreeca Freecs. They have respawn advantage, but they can group up for a potential Baron fight. And this was just, again, Keria is caught. Lahens, they didn't have additional advantage they have on this Baron is huge, because without it, Afreeca would be so free right now to take the river away. And that is what T1 cannot allow to happen. If Afreeca get in that river and start controlling those brushes, I mean, you can't win that fight anymore for T1. Here's the engage.
Okay. Some poke onto that front line. Cuz immediately down to about half health, and T1 are just running away. They do not want to engage. They're like, no, we can't fight this. And Dread wasn't even there.
To them. They had such an early lead across the board. They had control of the Drakes. They were winning every fight. The Zoe pick was perfect. And just a few mistakes in these team fights, just positionally, give Afreeca Freecs the opportunity to fight their way back in this game. This is going to be the Baron fight to close it out.
Yeah, and this will certainly close it out one way or the other, you'd imagine. Triple Infernal Drake now for Afreeca. Keen in the front line, tanking it all up. And again, T1 can't find a good engage, especially against Baroned up Afreeca. They've got minions in their base as well done. Feel pretty bad for him. He has Flame Horizons Bang. He is up more than 100 CS in this game onto his enemy 80 carry. It's just that he has never had an opportunity with his team to fight, and that's not necessarily his. That's not his role. You know, he's not gonna ult into 5 members, right? He needs his team to be on the same page with him.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, we haven't seen one fight where that is the case.
And that Afreeca are just going to try to get every inhibitor here. I mean, they have such a nice setup to engage on. Anyone steps over the line, and looks like
here we go again.
Speaking of which,
yep. Cuz is not a front line, he just immediately dies. And Dread now is frontlining. He's gonna die probably here. Has a GA though, so he's just fine. As closer will get picked. It's looking like this is gonna be a 2-0 in favor of Afreeca as Bang will finally clean up, picks up the quadra kill, and they will make this look easy. 36 minutes into the game, Afreeca will do it again and take the 2-0 over T1 tonight.
Talked about Flame Horizon.